What's going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today we are back with some more Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. And in today's video, we have 100 Sherman tanks fighting increasingly large waves of zombies. So, first off, we have 1,000 zombies here. Then we've got 5,000 zombies here. Then, back here, we've got 10,000 zombies. Then we got 50,000 zombies. 100,000 zombies, 500,000 zombies, 1 million zombies, and finally way back here, 2 million zombies. And we're going to see how many of these waves 100 Shermans can take out, and if the 100 Shermans fail, we'll go ahead and up them to 1,000 Shermans. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It helps me out a ton in the algorithm. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours if possible. Subscribe if you have not already. We're working our way towards 500k. And comment down below if you'd like to see some more battles like this in the future. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Alrighty then, gamers, here we go. Additionally, I think that if these 100 Shermans end up failing this first battle, we're going to run it again, but this time around have them on guard mode. And of course with 1,000 Shermans too, just to even things out there. But I have semi-confidence that they might be able to do this. There's 3.6 million zombies in total, but them coming in terms of waves actually makes it a little bit easier for the Shermans, because then they don't really have to worry about the full mass of zombies all at once. They have to worry about little patches of zombies coming in at a time. So pretty much the 1,000 zombies there are almost completely dead. Here come the 5,000, and then the 10,000 are coming up behind them. They're pretty rapid, waves here. They're coming in pretty fast, so the tanks are going to have to be pretty quick on the feet. Alright, and the tanks now start sending in shells towards the next wave here. They've got 1,100 kills now total, and soon it'll hopefully be 6,000 after they wipe out this next incoming wave of zombies. And look at that, just, it's like artillery fire almost, just peppering these zombies left and right. Absolutely beautiful, baby. Look at this. Although the one problem is that, these Shermans, they're good at taking out large batches, but then cleaning up the singular zombies is difficult for them. Like, little bits of zombies kind of, like, sneak through the middle, like this guy right here, who's actually gonna get in and start hitting that tank right there, although he does get blown up after a while. But like little tiny trickles-ins, I don't know if that's a word, they trickle in, basically, the zombies, and cause little bits of problems for the Shermans. Either way though, the Shermans have just about taken care of this next line. They've got 6,200 kills, although there are a few zombies dealing a bit of damage to them. But here comes the next line, the 10,000 zombies right here, and they are getting closer than ever now to these 100 Shermans who are defending, and then behind them is going to be the 50,000 zombies coming forward in quick succession. Now the zombies are basically on top of each other in terms of these waves. So here are the Shermans. They're peppering them with fire, of course, but more and more zombies are managing to get into these lines, especially over here on the right flank. The right flank is having some serious problems right now with these zombies, and they are actually taking some massive jabs at this tank on the corner. This tank could end up going down here. Ooh, a little bit of backup fire for the tank, but more zombies are coming in. Yeah, they are struggling right now with this corner for sure. I could see this tank going down in a matter of seconds here, unless they manage to defeat these zombies and then manage to start shooting at the next wave as well, because the next wave is coming in now. The tanks now have 60,500 kills. The zombies have 0 kills, but they've started to weaken some of this front line Sherman defense here. And look at this. Yeah, more and more zombies coming in to attack these flanks. That's just such a big issue. That's just such a big issue with these Shermans, man. Oh, geez. And now the swarm is coming in here and attacking the front line. I think it's only going to get worse from here, as kind of all the next waves sort of blend together a little bit almost in this battlefield. That which just means a constant, steady stream of zombies coming forward, and it looks like that tank does end up going down, and another one goes down apparently too, as the Shermans now have 2 losses on the battlefield in total. Meanwhile, they've killed 30,000 zombies. Why don't we go ahead and do a time lapse of the end of this? I think for sure the Shermans are going to lose this battle here, so we'll do a time lapse of this, and then we'll run it again with the 1,000 Shermans on guard mode. Alright, by the end of this battle, all 100 Shermans are dead, but 135,000 zombies died. That's a pretty impressive number right there, if I'm completely honest with y'all. So why don't we go ahead and run this again with 1,000 Zombaroonies. Alrighty then, here we got 1,000 Shermans lined up now, and of course, as promised, they are indeed on guard mode. So what guard mode does is when enemies come near, the Shermans will actually drive out a little bit within like a small radius to attack them. I see a lot of comments from people saying like, well, if they were on attack instead of defense, they would have won. Or if they were on guard mode instead of defense, they would have won. You know, stuff like that. Sometimes they're probably right, actually, but that wasn't really the point of the video. And sometimes they're just dead wrong. Sometimes I see people when there's a shotgun defense like, oh, if they were on attack mode, they would have won. But that's just blatantly not true. The shotgun is always most effective when it is on full defense mode. It's just a blatant truth. By the way, I don't see any of the Shermans moving out from their position. Huh. Well, a few of them are like askew back here, I guess. But maybe guard mode doesn't really work for missile units. I guess I haven't really tried guard mode on missile units or Sherman tanks before. Maybe guard mode just is more of a melee thing. That would actually make some sense, although I did think that, you know, units like the Sherman would move out a little bit while on guard mode in order to attack some enemies. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna double check that I'm on guard mode. Yeah, they were indeed on guard mode, so I don't know what the deal is. So we'll restart and I'll get us back to the second wave here. Alright, we are back to the second wave coming forward here. The first wave was made, you know, obsolete pretty quickly. Those Shermans made quick work of those boys for sure. And here comes the second wave and the incoming fire. Beautiful. I think with 1,000 Shermans, I think it won't be too much of a challenge until maybe... I'm thinking it'll start get challenging around 500,000 zombies. Around the 500,000 zombies wave, I think we're going to start seeing the Shermans struggle a little bit. But I think until then, I don't think any of these enemies are going to get anywhere near the Shermans. I mean, they might still really only be good at killing groups of zombies, but with 1,000 of them, it's still going to be perfectly easy to go ahead and just like have 1 or 2 target the ones closest to the Shermans, like this lady here, who just got absolutely kapooed. So there we go. There goes that wave. Now the 10,000 wave is coming forward here. They just took out the 5,000 wave. And already the 10,000 wave is deep into losses. And also you'll notice is like some shots go really, really wide and end up colliding with the wave behind, such as the 50,000 wave back here, already taking a few losses and things like that. So in the end, it's a good thing. You know, a wide shot here and there is just going to make the job easier for the Shermans later on, I suppose. I mean, it's probably only going to kill 10 or so troopers at a time, but I mean, at the same time, yeah, it's 10 less troopers that they got to kill, dude. 10 less troopers. Either way, this next wave, the 10,000 wave, is going down pretty easily too. One zombie doing the sneaky beaky here. Oh, but he can't quite connect. A couple more over here. And that one's gonna get a swing off, actually. But then, of course, both of them die pretty quick after. Alright, here comes the 50,000 wave now, and they're having trouble even getting to the front here with all that Sherman fire going out against them. and just absolutely clobbering them. However, the Shermans do seem to be firing in at certain sectors a lot more than other sectors. That's going to be a major problem. If they were spreading out their fire evenly across the entire line of zombies, I think that would be a way, way, way better game mechanic. Oh, here we go! The Sherman guard mode finally kicks in midway through the battle, and a bunch of Shermans choose to push up over this cliffside here. Okay, very interesting right there. That's kind of cool that they will actually do the guard mode feature. Not sure why it took them so long to get into guard mode here, but they decided to finally go ahead and basically just take this hillside right up here, and now the Shermans are starting to take a few losses on the battlefield. Well, actually, no, they have 0 losses still, but they're starting to take a few hits on the battlefield, is what I should have said right there. But still, it's not too big a deal. It's pretty obsolete at the moment. Just a couple nicks and scratches here and there for these Sherman boys, and I'm sure they'll be able to survive for a good while longer. Maybe not this guy. This guy's in a bad position right here, but other than that, they're doing pretty well. Right now, we've got 68,000 kills for the Sherman tanks, and 0 kills for the zombies. A great ratio, L+ ratio for the zombies. Am I right, Zoomers? Actually, I am technically a Zoomer, but I'm on that weird cusp. I was born in '98, so like a Zoomer, but also able to relate more to a lot of like I'm in the in-between generation. I'm not a millennial, I'm not a Zoomer. I'm like that weird in-between, because like I grew up in grew up having like a flip phone, not a smartphone, and like using VHS tapes, and having a Game Boy and stuff like that. But simultaneously, not super far back where I was like conscious in the 90s, like I had one of those disc Walkmans and stuff like that, but I wasn't, listening to Nirvana or anything like that when Nevermind came out. It's that weird in-between time where you're just sort of a half-half. You don't really belong to much of a generation. You're just caught in the middle. Either way, though, we are looking at 140,000 kills now for the Sherman tanks, absolutely obliterating their last record with 0 deaths currently. I think a lot of these guys over here will end up going down pretty soon, so why don't we go ahead and do a time lapse over here of these guys. We are currently in the 3rd wave now, which is going to be 500,000 zombies coming forward, so let's see how they can handle the 3rd wave in time lapse form here. Alrighty then, we have just witnessed the demolition of the next wave. The 500,000 trooper wave is now dead because the Shermans have 650,000 kills, which would be the equivalent to killing all of the former waves. Now, they need 1,650,000 kills to defeat the next wave, because the next wave is the 1 million zombie wave. Currently, they're at 700,000. They are rapidly getting a whole lot of kills in this battlefield. The middle is holding extremely strong, but the right flank over here is having some trouble, and the left flank is also appearing to have a little bit of trouble here on this battlefield. It's not going super duper well over here for these guys, but they're creating a nice little body pile, so they're still contributing. We are looking at 19 losses for the 1,000 Sherman tanks here. It's not the end of the world. It's 2% of their total force, but it is a little bit worrisome that they are starting to take more and more losses as the battle goes on. Now they're at 21 losses here with 800,000 zombies killed, and I have a feeling that the losses are only going to increase from here as more of the tanks start getting hit by more and more zombies. But we'll see if they can manage to complete the 1 million kill wave, and then they only have the 2 million wave left after that. So they might be able to complete this entire challenge, or they might fail on the second to last wave. Only time will tell, but let's check out what happens. We're committed, baby. We're gonna find out how they do. I love this, just like the little like fire marks in the waves of zombies out here. It's so cool looking. Oh, I really love it. It just looks so dope. I love Shermans versus zombies, one of my favorites. Alright, I'll let it ride for a while here, boys. Alrighty then, gamers. We are just about to hit 1.65 million kills, which means that the Sherman tanks have defeated the next wave, and all that's left is the final wave here. All of these troopers are a part of the final wave. 2 million soldiers coming forward for the zombie army here, and they are currently sitting at 80 kills on the Shermans. That is certainly a lot of kills on these Shermans. 80 is, well, okay, it's only 8% of their force when you put it in those terms, but still, I feel like 80 kills is a lot, quite frankly. So we'll see if the last remaining 920 Shermans can do this against the zombies. I certainly have hope now. I really do. I think they could do this for sure. So why don't we go ahead and do another time lapse here of like the middle section, and we'll cue that up now. Alrighty then, gamers, we're just about at the end here. There's like 700 zombies or something left. Here, I'll take over and help out just a wee bit, you know, boys. Right now, the Shermans have lost 217, which is, what, 21% of their force? That's not bad in the slightest. And they've gotten 3.66 million kills. Very impressive, if you were to ask me. Either way, guys, that is going to be about it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you did enjoy it. Look at these piles, man. They're absolutely everywhere. Absolutely crazy. Either way, I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.
Also, if you guys want to join our private Minecraft server, all you got to do is join as a Patreon member, a Twitch sub, or a YouTube channel member. Once you've done that, you can message me on those platforms or on Discord, and I'll whitelist you on the server. It's a great time. Feel free to join.